What makes a great film is the amount of depth in it. What makes a great film is like having a reason to rewatch it. Like, for example, Back to the Future, for example. That film, if you look at the beginning, it is very different than the end when they eventually do the time travel gimmicks, and obviously there are some line changes and there are some like environmental changes themselves, and it's just the amount of depth in the film really makes it. I'd have to say that my favorite film would probably be Avengers: Infinity War, mainly because the plot structure in that movie is amazing, the visual effects in that film is amazing, like the villain is amazing. Thanos, in my opinion at least, he's up there with Hannibal Lecter and Darth Vader as like the best villains in film of all time. And also, there is a certain something in movies that is very hard to do and very expensive to do. That is, have two people who can literally shift reality fight. Lord of the Rings kind of did this the wrong way by just having two people with sticks point them at each other and not really much happen. But in Avengers: Infinity War, when you have Doctor Strange fighting Thanos, like, Doctor Strange throws an entire dimension at Thanos, and then he reflects it back at him, and then Doctor Strange does another thing, and then like the thing turns into butterflies, and he gets 50 arms. It's amazing. Watch that movie. Yes, I've met two people who are technically famous. Technically one, but I'll explain. The first person I met was the Nostalgia Critic, who's like an internet star who reviews like nostalgic movies. And I met him at a Barnes & Noble because he had a gathering there, like kind of a panel set up talking about like some of the worst Christmas movies he's ever seen. And after that we had a signing and I got a picture with him, and I went down with my buddy Danny, and that was cool. And then the second one, I did not technically meet this person, but I saw them in a production called The Doppelganger. This person being the god himself, Rainn Wilson, who, if you don't know, plays Dwight in The Office. And being able to see him perform was amazing. I mean, I never really like got to talk to him and shake his hand, but I still consider like kind of seeing him. The way I usually make friends is that whatever kind of comes to me. I mean, like, I am in the band and like I make a lot of friends through there that I just like end up hanging out with a lot. But like I also like developed friends in class just by talking to them, and like I usually like talk with people who are funny mostly.